Let's say you want to start a business. What comes to your mind? Go meet some set of investors to get some huge amount of investment, some money, then just start. Or have you ever thought about how exactly you want to start your business? Now, this is a fantasy that a lot of entrepreneurs or people that want to go into business knows. Like they just know this fantasy that once I start my business and I have huge source of funding, then I'm going to succeed. The purpose of this video is to tell you why it is very, very important to start small as an entrepreneur. And I'm telling you this because when I started my first company 2 years ago, I had the impression that my company was not succeeding because number one, it was not a large organization, or because there was no proper funding in place, or because the systems and the structure were not as unique as big startups. All these are very important, but I'm telling you this, it is a mindset that would ruin your business or would ruin you if you don't understand how to start small. I was speaking with somebody of recent who wants to run an e-commerce business, and he was telling me about how he needs a huge amount of funding to run the business, and he projected that within 1 year he's going to have 1,000 users for his e-commerce platform, and they're going to make 60 million naira after like 1 year, given the financial projection. When I listened to it, it was a nice idea. But the first thing I told him was, I don't think you will be able to get 1 million users after 1 year. I only think that you will struggle to get 1,000 users after 1 year. And I don't think you will be able to raise that amount of funding. Now, this is why it is very important to start small. Starting small as an entrepreneur helps you to understand the structure through which your business will take. I've listened and I've read an article by Paul Graham where he talked about starting with what doesn't scale. And ever since I read that article, it has stuck to my head, and it is the foundation on which I am building anything I am building. The purpose why you need to start small, or I will call it starting with what doesn't scale, is because you cannot just build a product or build a business out of assumption. You need to build it from the experiences of processes that are in the place. And believe you me, I always thought that when we are in the 21st century, I've always been a preacher of, okay, we are in the 21st century, digital products will rule the world, digital products are going to do this, digital products are going to do that. But I always miss one point, which is traditional structures. And if you're watching this, if you're an entrepreneur, if your product is for Africa, or if you're thinking of building something digitally for Africa, you cannot overemphasize, or you cannot take out the place of having traditional structures. And the only way you can have traditional structures, and when I mean traditional structures, I don't mean literally buying and selling traditionally, or when people talk about traditional businesses, most times what comes to their mind is you are opening a shop somewhere and stuff like that. The simple advice I gave to my friend who wants to start an e-commerce platform and I was expecting 1 million users was, if you have a product that you want to sell to a million persons, try to figure out how 3 persons are going to buy. I don't want to talk about the business plan because definitely I feel it's confidential to him or whatever. But I told him, first go try out 3 persons buying your product without any digital platform. Once you can have 3 persons buy your product without any digital platform, then I treat expand to 10. Then from 10 you can move to 100. Then from 100, all the old lessons and the old information that you've gotten in the process of running it from 3 to 100 is the component, or they are the components on which you will use to build your digital product. Probably people do not pay on time, or they have issues with the payment processes, or they have issues with this or that. That is what your business or your digital product is going to be run on. So when I listen to discuss with entrepreneurs, what they first say is, I don't have the funds to start. I don't have the backing of VCs or some other things. I don't think those things are necessary when you're starting, except it is specific to a particular type of business. There are some businesses that you cannot start without some huge amount of money. But some basic businesses, the first thing to start with is by understanding if your idea is going to be needed, or if your idea is you need to first validate if your business is worth something that people would go for. You need to validate it, and all those things do not really require so much amount of money. It just requires you to like make your proper researches, and at the same time try to gather data from your target audience. That is what you need to work with. And believe you me, I've discovered this over time. Nobody, no VC invests in companies that have no traction. So if your mindset is you just want to start, and after 1 year you want to make all those huge amounts of money, believe you me or trust me, you're not going to get that. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic, I'm just trying to be realistic with you, because a lot of entrepreneurs get too optimistic that they go into unrealistic plans. So if you want to start any business, it is very, very important that you start small. One, the reason I'm saying this is so that you'll be able to understand the projection and the direction your business is going to be taking. Two, is also so that you have grounded knowledge and evidence and put proper structure in place. Three, no investor is going to give you any money. No investor will invest in anything that has no traction. No investor will invest in anything that is not going to scale, that they've not seen that is scaling. And the only way you can prove to them is if your business is moving from 1 to 3, from 3 to 10, from 10 to 100. And the only way you can do that is start small. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're thinking about running into the world of entrepreneurship, start small. Start by validating your idea. Start through your family and friends. Start from people around you. And that way you can scale. If you're watching this is Climber. We're definitely making videos to help businesses start, grow, and scale. And I would just recommend that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're watching this from YouTube, the subscribe button is maybe anywhere below the video you're watching, and you can also check out our website at the same time to check other contents that we additional to entrepreneurs, and they are free. They will help your business start, grow, and scale.